Charlene, if you could please tell what you felt and what you've seen in your life in the product since you started taking the product, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Come on. I'm Charlene Saban, and I used to own a health food store. I used to run a gym, so this has always been part of my life. And my horse is in good care of Ed and his wife, Michelle. And so Ed comes to the barn one day and says, "I've got a natural sugar blocker, all whole food product." And I go, "Really?" So he hands it to me, and I take it, and I say, "Oh, it tastes like sweet tarts." It dissolved, and you can, you know, take the bottle, and we don't advise that, though. We sell the bottle for $50, but because I'm so close to them. Anyway, so I start taking it, and I immediately, I mean, within just like 2 days, the number one thing was that and I do have a sweet tooth, unfortunately, and I know it's bad, because I really do eat healthy, but as I'm into my 50s, the hormones are changing, and my life, you know, everything changes as women who are, you guys know, the women that are older. And I noticed right away that I didn't have the craving for, you know, sweets as I did, and I was full, and I eat less, and I noticed I've been since 11/11 I joined as a distributor, and I can say I've lost a solid like 7 pounds. And for me, that's not, I don't really try to lose weight. I exercise, I keep, you know, healthy. I don't drink soda, water, you know. So it just slowly, gradually have, you know, and during the holidays, I haven't gained any weight. And then on top of that, my hot flashes are less. I'm on the Pearl. I do drink the tea. Every day I have the tea. So all of that, I think, has contributed to a really, like, coherent well-being, and I thought I was healthy to begin with, you know. So it's just pushed me even, you know, into even a more healthy state. Now, I will say, too, that as a distributor, I have witnessed probably one of, I guess, for me, I'm a property manager, and right across the street at the estate to Stuart, and I've been there almost 6 years, so I'm very close to my residents. They're like a family to me, and some people have been there 3, 4, 5 years. So one of the girls came in, and her eyes were so swollen, and she's like, she's paying rent, and I'm like, "Allison, what's wrong?" She goes, "I don't know." She goes, "I have allergies," and she goes, "Look at my eyes." And she's like, I'm about to go to, I've been to an allergist, I'm about to go to some specialist, and I've been on steroids, I feel like crud. And I said, I tell you what, I'll give you a sleeve of my Pearl. And when you open the box, there's like a sleeve has like, because there's enough for a month's supply. So I gave her a sleeve, and she works at FPL in the nuclear division, so she's a very smart, you know, woman. So she calls me and she goes, the next morning, okay, so I gave her those pills at like in the morning on her way to work, and within less than 24 hours she called me and she said, "What are those pills? Because my eyes, I have to stop after work. I have to show you my eyes. They're not swollen anymore." I said, "Really?" I said, "Get out." She goes, "I'm not kidding." So she stops and shows me her eyes that evening, and I couldn't believe it. So I didn't have any Pearl. Ed didn't have any Pearl. So I was giving her, because she would get to the, like 1 week went by and she ran out. She goes, "Oh my gosh, they're starting to itch." So I made an order and I gave her another sleeve of mine. And I didn't get them, I guess, because of the holiday. And so she calls me and she's like, "Do you have my stuff yet?" And I'm like, And she goes, I feel like you're my drug pusher or something, but I have to have it because as soon as I quit taking it, my eyes started to itch. So I guess like that was like a real connection for me, you know, right around Thanksgiving that, you know, this works. And there's a document that Ed, you know, has shared with me that goes through all the mushrooms that are that are in the pearl, and I mean it's really amazing. And I know that all three products are, you know, have their own special, you know, characteristics. But you know, so with the pearl, that's been one personal, you know, example that I've actually witnessed, and she is now a preferred customer, so she, you know, is getting it every month. But that's my story, and I'm very happy. And
Thank you very, very